Two of the most powerful self-improvement books of our time, Atomic Habits by James Clear and The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey, both have changed millions of lives, but in very different ways. One focuses on the power of small, consistent actions, while the other lays down a roadmap for principle-driven success. So which one is right for you? Stick around, because the answer might surprise you. Before we dive deep, let's meet the minds behind these books. James Clear, an expert on habit formation, breaks down success into simple, actionable steps. Stephen Covey, a leadership and personal effectiveness guru, presents a timeless framework for character and discipline. Their ideas have reshaped how we think about self-improvement, but they come from two very different schools of thought. And that's where things get interesting. Let's start with Atomic Habits. James Clear's philosophy revolves around one simple but powerful truth. Small changes, done consistently, lead to massive results. He introduces the idea of atomic habits, not atomic as in explosive, but atomic as in tiny fundamental building blocks of change. Clear lays out 4 laws to make habits stick. Make it obvious, make it attractive, make it easy, and make it satisfying. It's a system designed to help you reprogram your daily routines effortlessly. Imagine wanting to read more. Instead of forcing yourself to finish a book in one sitting, Atomic Habits would suggest starting with just 1 page a day. Sounds simple, right? But here's the twist. Could small actions really be enough to drive long-term success? Or do we need a bigger picture approach? That's where Covey comes in. Enter The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, a book that doesn't just change habits, it changes you. Unlike Atomic Habits, which focuses on behavior, Covey's approach is about principles. Instead of tiny actions, he starts with big ideas, like taking control of your life. The first 3 habits are all about personal mastery. Be proactive, begin with the end in mind, and put first things first. These aren't quick fixes. They require deep thinking and long-term commitment. Instead of starting small, Covey wants you to start right. But does that mean Atomic Habits is too simplistic? Or could these 2 ideas actually work together? Here's a quick breakdown of their similarities and differences. First, let's talk about focus. Atomic Habits emphasizes small, incremental changes, tiny actions that compound over time to create powerful results. On the other hand, The 7 Habits is all about principles and long-term effectiveness, helping you build a solid foundation for personal and professional success. The approach in Atomic Habits revolves around habit formation and behavior change, helping you make small adjustments that lead to lasting transformation. Meanwhile, The 7 Habits focuses on personal leadership and effectiveness, guiding you toward making value-driven choices in all aspects of life. When it comes to core concepts, Atomic Habits introduces the 4 laws of behavior change, a simple yet powerful model for habit building. The 7 Habits, however, provides a structured 7 habits framework designed to help you develop character and effectiveness. If your goal is to build sustainable habits that stick, Atomic Habits is your go-to book. But if you want to develop a well-rounded, effective life that aligns with your values, The 7 Habits is the way to go. Implementation is another key difference. Atomic Habits focuses on daily, practical habit building, small actions that lead to big results. Meanwhile, The 7 Habits requires deep self-reflection and discipline to integrate its principles into your life. And finally, mindset. Atomic Habits teaches you to focus on systems rather than goals, making success an inevitable outcome of consistent habits. In contrast, The 7 Habits encourages you to focus on core values and vision, ensuring that your growth aligns with a bigger purpose. But here's where they diverge. Atomic Habits is all about small, incremental changes, while The 7 Habits is about long-term effectiveness based on principles. Clear's approach focuses on habit formation and behavior change, while Covey's framework builds personal leadership and character. Where Atomic Habits emphasizes daily, practical habit building, The 7 Habits pushes deep self-reflection and disciplined action. One prioritizes systems over goals, the other centers around core values and vision. So which approach is better? The truth is, you don't have to choose. Imagine using atomic habits to build the daily disciplines that support Covey's big picture philosophy. It's like pairing a microscope with a telescope. One helps you focus on today, the other helps you plan for tomorrow. So what's your next move? Do you need structure and principles to reshape your mindset? Or do you prefer starting small and letting momentum carry you forward? Maybe the real secret to success isn't choosing one over the other, but using both. Pick up Atomic Habits, start with one small change. Then dive into the 7 habits to make sure you're heading in the right direction. Your future self will thank you. Now it's your turn. What do you think? Do you relate more to the structured principles of the 7 habits, or the micro changes of Atomic Habits? Drop a comment below and let's discuss. And if you're interested in more book comparisons, check out our other videos where we break down the best self-improvement books side by side. Make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss out on insights that can help you grow. Thank you for watching, and as always, keep improving one habit at a time.